Start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode. Jazz back again. And today we are here to talk about what we have been talking about for the last few days, a fracture in the world order, realignment of, say, India with the EU, and the recent FTA. The conversations have been around the FTA a whole lot. चल, let's get your opening thoughts. फिर और बात करेंगे.
They care at the end of the day, this is a pushback to the new world order that is automatically creating itself because of Trump's unpredictable nature and how he is putting the entire world under various tariffs. And I purely see it as a political move rather than a move which was planned before this. The reason why I'm saying that is because the negotiations around this particular trade deal have been going on for over 2 decades now,
Yeah,
and
18
the
years
sudden
roughly.
impetus towards finishing off the deal so quickly has to do with respect to what Donald Trump has been doing with his reliable allies all across the world. And you saw that fiery speech by the Canadian Prime Minister in Davos,
It
where
was actually not that fiery. It was
okay,
quite calm and restrained,
but
but the
for
message was
message
delivered.
fire
Yeah.
exactly. So that was the point.
Yeah.
There was the intent on that, and I think it was very professional
Yeah.
on his part,
Yeah.
not so impulsive as Mr. Donald Trump. Anyway, those are my thoughts, and this deal is supposed to enhance the partnership of India and the European Union to the extent of increasing the goods by the goods and trades by 96.6% by the year 2032. So that's why a lot of people are seeing it as like a major deal. And there are over 6,000 European Union countries which are functioning inside India right now. So I think from their perspective, there is only further that we can see.
6,000 European Union citizens
No,
or
6,000 European Union
companies.
companies.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
I heard something else. Sorry, yeah. So I was also saying that, circling back to the Mark Carney speech, that was, I think, one remark around that speech was that people kept saying that I almost forgot how world leaders were supposed to talk. So I think there is this sort of posturing that has come from the middle powers also. Even Macron's speech was quite well noted that day because he also signaled some amount of protest against big power domination in the world. I think, Jack, because just like you said, the trade by volume and the trade by value between India and EU is likely to increase. It's
Yep.
it's likely to solve a lot of our domestic problems also, like unemployment, inflation. ये सब improve होगा तो मुझे लगता है कि it brings me back to the point that Shekhar Gupta keeps saying कि maybe the unpredictable nature and bullying of Donald Trump has actually helped us accelerate some of our reforms.
Exactly.
कि इतना थ्रेट अगर EU को भी आया, इंडिया को भी आया, तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली यू रश टू अ रिलायबल पार्टनर विद सम शेयर्ड इंटरेस्ट्स, जो कि इंडिया और यू में एक नेचुरल शेयर्ड इंटरेस्ट था टू रेजिस्ट दिस बिग पावर डोमिनेशन. एंड लाइक उर्सुला वॉन्डर लाइन सेड, इट्स 2 बिलियन पीपल,
Yes.
और उनके शेयर्ड इंटरेस्ट में आपने एक फ्री ट्रेड अग्रीमेंट पुश कर दिया जिससे एक्चुअली एम्प्लॉयमेंट में तो फायदा होगा ही होगा, और टेक्सटाइल जैसी चीज़ों की प्राइसिंग, ऑटोमोबाइल जैसी
Yeah.
चीज़ों की प्राइसिंग काफ़ी
Yes,
इंप्रूव
sir,
होगी.
European goods will get like an easier access to the Indian market, and similarly,
And vice
there would
versa.
be concessions to India's service sector oriented approach, and
Yeah.
there would be a lot more flexibility with respect to student visas. So from that angle, it's more of a you scratch my back, I scratch your back situation.
इनफैक्ट आई थिंक बहुत दिनों बाद प्रोमिनेंस के साथ मैक्रोन ने भी कल अपने इंस्टाग्राम पे एक रिपब्लिक डे विश डाली. इट वाज अ सेल्फी ऑफ हिम एंड द प्राइम मिनिस्टर फ्रॉम 2024.
In Jaipur,
So
if I'm not
yeah,
wrong.
yeah, it was right in front of the Hawa Mahal.
Yeah.
So it's making me think that there is a clear shift and a view of the Europeans कि
वो
हम लोग.
मैंने अपने फ्रेंच दोस्त को वो पिक्चर भेजी थी और मैंने
हाँ.
बोला था अस्वेन.
That's
उसने
funny.
रिस्पॉन्स करा इंशाल्लाह.
तो एक एक क्लियर स्ट्रेटेजिक हेजिंग तो है ही. और कुछ दिनों पहले इंडियन एक्सप्रेस पे एक आर्टिकल आया था कि द यूजेज ऑफ ट्रेड क्राफ्ट, आई थिंक आई एम मिसकोटिंग हिम, बट द एसेंस वाज कि द यूजेज ऑफ ट्रेड क्राफ्ट एज अ मीन टू डू फॉरेन पॉलिसी इज ऑल्सो बैक नाउ. और सॉरी, यूजिंग ट्रेड टू डू स्टेट क्राफ्ट इज बैक नाउ. कि आप ट्रेड को एज अ टूल ऑफ योर ओन फॉरेन पॉलिसी भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, जो कि हमें आइडियली करते रहना चाहिए. आई थिंक इंडिया की प्रॉब्लम ये एक है कि हम लोग टू आवर ओन डिस्क्रेडिट, जब तक कोई एक्सटर्नल क्राइसिस नहीं आती हम लोग इंटरनल डोमेस्टिक इकोनॉमिक रिफॉर्म्स करते नहीं हैं।
Also,
सॉरी, एक
yeah,
लास्ट चीज
yeah.
बोलूंगा, 1991 के भी रिफॉर्म्स तो आफ्टर ऑल एक बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट क्राइसिस से आए। तो जब तक आईएमएफ ने नहीं बाहर खींचा, या जब तक हमें एक्सटर्नली लोग थोड़ा कुछ डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल बोल नहीं देते, या करेंसी नेशनलिज्म बढ़ जाता है जब हमारी करेंसी बहुत रैपिडली डिक्लाइन करती है, तब जाके हमें लगता है कि चलो कुछ
वही,
रिफॉर्म्स करने
क्योंकि
चाहिए,
India's
वरना वी आर बिग स्टेटस कोइस्ट्स।
क्योंकि
सॉरी।
India's approach has always been so protectionist, right? It has always put us in a, it has made a lot of foreign investors hesitate in investing. So here, according to Bloomberg, these are the places where India is going to cut its tariffs. So apparently on European Union cars, the tariffs was up to 110%. It's going to go to 10%.
40%, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Okay, 10.
110%. Now it's
Now
going
it's
to
coming to
no, it's
40%
going to
only.
come to 10% with the quota of 250,000. Fair on wines, it was 150%. This is according to Bloomberg, mind you. And then it's going to come to 20 for premium range and 30% for medium range. Spirits up to 150%. Now spirits is going to come to 40%. Beer 110%, 110%. It's going to come to 50%. Processed food such as pasta, chocolate up to 50%. It's going to go to 0%. Aircraft and spacecraft 11%. Again is going to go down to 0%. Machinery, electrical parts 44%. It's going to go down to 0%. So that
I
is,
think I'll pick up on the last two,
yeah,
because last two can also mean कि एक scope for defense cooperation भी बढ़ रहा
exactly,
है,
Rafael.
कि एयरक्राफ्ट्स और टेक्नोलॉजी, ऐसे क्रिटिकल टेक्नोलॉजीज को 0% पे लाना मीन्स कि आप एक सिग्नल कर रहे हो पोटेंशियल टू कोऑपरेट ऑन डिफेंस टेक्नोलॉजी, और डिफेंस टेक्नोलॉजी पे म्यूचुअल इन्वेस्ट करना इंडिया और ईयू दोनों के लिए एक हेज है अगेंस्ट बिग पावर्स। तो मैं
Absolutely.
ये एंटी यूएस भी नहीं है नेसेसरली,
नहीं है,
अ
नहीं है.
हेज अगेंस्ट बिग पावर्स कैन बी अ हेज अगेंस्ट चाइना आल्सो।
Yeah, absolutely.
सो दैट्स जस्ट
And
जनरली
also,
आई
it's
थिंक।
also going to reduce our dependence on, Russian technology and Russian military hardware. Even though we
या
have significantly reduced our dependence on the Russian technology, but
100%।
Europeanizing certain other industries is also very, very. It's the right move.
और
It's the move in the direction. It's the right direction. Sorry.
I absolutely support that view. Because now we've spoken about trade policy and foreign policy, but speaking of defense cooperation, I think Rafale has proven to be a very potent aircraft for the Indian Air Force.
Absolutely.
See, like losses are a part of any operation. बोला था
यार
हमारे
भाई
air
एक
chiefs
बात
ने।
बोल देता
नहीं
हूँ,
नहीं, but
1871 वॉर में हमने जब बांग्लादेश
अरे
हटाया था तब
मेरे को
हमारी
पूरी
तब भी एयरक्राफ्ट गिरी
मेरे
थी
को
भाई,
पूरी
तो
बात करने दे देख।
I know.
यार वो तो एक्चुअली
ये पाकिस्तानियों का ना बहुत हो गया एनीवे.
नहीं, सी इफ यू से समबडी, इफ यू टॉक टू समबडी हु इज सेइंग कि भाई आपके लॉसेस हुए, और तो
एग्जैक्टली.
उस इंसान से आप रैशनल डिबेट नहीं कर रहे हो। दैट पर्सन प्रोबेबली डजंट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एंड मिलिट्री एंगेजमेंट वर्क्स। The fact of the matter is that the Rafale is a potent aircraft. It was successful in the degradation of some terror camps in Pakistan, and from what the evidence is that our air force is interested in, I guess, procuring some more of it. And because we have to also urgently keep refilling our vacancies within the air force, our squadron numbers are declining and all of that. तो ये उसको भी असिस्ट कर सकता है, क्योंकि यूरोप के साथ ट्रेड ईजियर होने वाला है। So one of the things that I think will come out of this positively is कि डिफेंस कोऑपरेशन बढ़ेगा। फ्रेंच और इंडिया की एक डिफेंस रिलेशनशिप एग्जिस्टिंग है। रफाल हमारे लिए एक पोर्टेंट एयरक्राफ्ट होना प्रूव कर चुका है, और उस ट्रेजेक्ट्री पे हम आगे जाएं तो देयर इज स्कोप फॉर इवन मोर गुड डिफेंस कोऑपरेशन विद द यूरोपियंस। आई थिंक यूरोपियंस को भी एक अवेयरनेस है कि पाकिस्तानीज हैव बेटर एक्सेस टू अमेरिकन वेपन।
एब्सोल्युटली.
So I think this is also another way they are being cheeky with the Americans. कि now we will hedge our alliances into India. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but ये उनको awareness रहती है मेरे
And
साथ।
also the thing is that there are most of the American equipment that the Europeans use. It is so obviously it has so much of its tech coming from the United States of America. Say one day they like कि भाई मैं ये update डालने वाला हूँ without even giving the background to the people sitting in Europe.
हाँ
And उनकी सारी aircraft और सारा का सारा tech ऐसे बस बंद हो गया because of the new update. And they like कि अब इसको fix करने में 6 महीने लगेंगे. And suddenly the Russians are at their doorstep. What are you going to do then?
आप तो इनफैक्ट एक F-35 भी देख लो। वाई वॉज इंडिया नॉट पर्टिकुलरली इंटरेस्टेड इन बाइंग एन F-35 इज क्योंकि इट्स अ गुड एयरक्राफ्ट बाय द वे, एंड आई थिंक मुझे तो लगता है कि मैं तो खैर इतना डाइवर्सिफाइंग में बिलीव करता हूँ, मुझे लगता है 2-3 खरीद भी लो। आई डोंट
Actually,
थिंक
same.
there's no harm in buying a few from the Americans also. But the F-35 has things about it where you're effectively renting your softwares and your systems from the Americans. So
Exactly.
it's almost like you're paying them annual premiums to operate
It's
that
like
very
Apple,
aircraft.
bro.
हाँ
It's like Apple.
हाँ
Apple
मतलब मान
of
लो अगर अगर
iPhone जैसा ही है एक तरीके
if like a
से.
sovereign if like a sovereign third world country buys an F-35 from the Americans and they don't pay their regular payments to the US Defense Corporation, then suddenly there's an ad in a fighter aircraft.
Oh my god. So the only problem or the only hedge in this particular deal is Russia. Russia is the elephant in the room which both the parties need to address, because at least India की तरफ से तो बहुत ही balanced approach आया है. लेकिन 2024 में यूरोपियन यूनियन की 13 सैंक्शन लिस्ट में एक इंडियन एंटिटी भी था जिसको सैंक्शंस में डाला था for providing critical infrastructure to the Russians so that the war could go on, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And after it is said that after China, India is number 2 in providing a lot of technological help to the Russians.
Yeah.
This is what
See,
the
that is
European
also
experts say.
it's kind of a fact also because after all we are their most loyal buyers of natural gas and those
Yes.
products. I do, however, think that ever since the last few weeks, the the erosion of international order has been most evident in the behaviors of the Americans. So the Europeans have
Exactly.
quickly just shifted their focus to the Americans. तो मतलब रशिया के बारे में तो एक सेटलमेंट और एक पीस ट्रीटी की बात यूक्रेन में अभी तक तो जो हो भी रही थी मुझे लगता है वो एक तरह से पॉज हो गई
बिल्कुल.
क्योंकि अब तो अगर अमेरिकन का एक लेड वर्ल्ड ऑर्डर था जो पहले क्लेम करता था दैट द रशियंस आर एक्टिंग इरेटिकली, तो आपने जाके एक सॉवरेन कंट्री के हेड ऑफ स्टेट को उठा लिया.
Exactly.
फिर आपने जाके ऑलमोस्ट ईरान को 2-3 बार बॉम्ब करते करते ही रुक गए और हर दिन व्हाइट हाउस ऑफिशियली ग्रीनलैंड के बारे में पिक्चर डालता रहता है
Exactly.
या कुछ प्रोवोकेटिंग पोस्ट करते रहते हैं. सो आई थिंक दैट यूरोपियंस आर मेनली डूइंग दिस
And
फर्स्ट
वही,
टू
a lot of
push
people,
back
yeah,
against the
a lot of
Americans.
people say that ईरान का जो मेजर प्रॉब्लम और क्राइसिस अभी जो हुआ था वो भी वेस्टर्न फंडेड ही था, वेस्ट का ही सपोर्ट से ही हुआ था. तो आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स वी कैन नॉट कंफर्म दैट, बट अ
हाँ
लॉट ऑफ
नहीं
पीपल
बट उसमें उसमें
accuse
बात
people of
एक
that.
बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग आती है कि it's extremely heartbreaking and tragic the scale and the number of people who have died in
Yes.
Iran. But
फालतू में बिल्कुल for no reason.
yeah, I also think that I was hearing an interview on I think it was the Council of Foreign Relations. It's a reputed think tank. I think they have a very good podcast on Spotify. I think somebody said on that in Iran and the revolutions and these kind of movements in Iran, uh, it's better for the regime if they don't show weakness because there's history in I think 1978 the Shah of Iran acknowledged the revolutionaries. He sort of apologized to them and he said that I kind of want to hear your voice and you can go home now. We'll address these issues. तो उसके बाद प्रोटेस्ट और इंटेंसिफाई हो गए बिकॉज द पीपल गॉट द सिग्नल दैट द regime is weakening. I think the Ayatollah, the Majlis, and this led order in Iran, they are consciously aware that if they give the signal that they are weakening, the sort of pro-Shah protesters or the US or Israel-backed people in Iran, they are not going to stop. Because if you smell blood, you're going to attack even further.
Exactly.
तो मुझे लगता है ईरान में रिजीम ने वीकनेस नहीं दिखाई और ट्रम्प एक ऐसा आदमी है उससे कोई भी बात कर ले टू हिज क्रेडिट ऑल्सो ही विल लिसन. So I think somebody from the Iranian intelligence or foreign policy architecture got to the Americans and they said, listen man, we'll de-escalate, we won't execute protesters, you don't bomb. And I think that deal worked out for the Americans.
एंड भाई वो इराक में भी हमने देखा ना कि आपने सडनली आके रिजीम चेंज करा, उसका क्या फ़ायदा हुआ, कुछ हुआ नहीं. जस्ट लाइक एंड ईरान में भी ऐसा ही होना है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट एथनिक पॉकेट्स व्हिच विल सडनली बी रन बाय द मिलिशियाज, एंड IRGC इज नॉट गोइंग टू गो अवे. इट्स गोइंग टू बी द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट मिलिट्री फोर्स टू डील विद, एंड देन देयर सडनली गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी विशियस सिविल वॉर, स्पेसिफिकली ऑन द लाइन्स ऑफ द on the lines of different ethnic groups.
Yeah.
And it's going to spread all across the region, and it's going to further destabilize the region.
Dude, IRGC in Iran is very comparable to top generals of Pakistan or the military junta in Myanmar.
Yes.
They drive all the business.
And
They
all
have a
three
lot of
institutions
political
also
power.
drive a lot of influence from religion, mind you.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
military junta of Myanmar
yeah,
also has played on the Buddhist sentiment
yeah.
of Myanmar, of the
Yeah, you know,
Bamars.
it's like you take a Venn diagram of three circles and you put religion, political power, and a uniformed force. And you have these three intersecting elements in the Pakistan military. You have it in the IRGC, and you have it in the military junta. And although they are all from fairly different religious practices, army will compromise of primarily Sunni Muslims. IRGC is largely Shias, and the military junta is mostly Buddhists, right? So
Yes.
I think it's hilarious how much you can dislike each other but end up being similar to
Similar
each
to each
other
other.
also.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I think we can
yeah, we
end
can
this,
conclude our
conclude our
conversation.
conversation.
अभी हमारे पास और बहुत डिस्कस करने को है. Last episode I also said that the fracturing world order has unintentionally, out of the many things that have happened from it, is that Jay and I have so much body of content, and now it has almost taken a turn where we will be releasing episodes on the continuous theme.
Yes.
क्योंकि एक ही, after all, it's the same story that the world
Yes.
order is fracturing. Russia Ukraine is not being settled enough. Tension in West Asia remains, it persists. What the regime in Iran is going to do, what's the future in a lot of South American countries vis-a-vis America, what is going to happen in the future of EU-India relations. Let's hope these free trade agreements do actually create the economic goals that we are expecting that they will create. So there's a lot more to discuss. एक joint theme की ही तरह चलता रहेगा, because there's only really one thing the whole world is discussing, and it's basically how much the world order has changed in the last few days and how little we've been able to accept that change. I think what changed with the Mark Carney speech was that was the first time a prominent leader was accepting this change. कि, we are going to push back a little bit now. We are not going to keep getting bullied in this, and a different direction had to be taken. So I think we'll keep discussing this more.
Yes. Thank you for joining
Thank you for
us.
joining us.
Hopefully, we'll come for more episodes very
Yeah,
soon.
like, share, subscribe. Thank you.
Love you. Bye.